Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. This is BVI Channel 1 live streaming coming to you from our studios here in Biafra land. And I still remain Asuchino Peters, your host, and your one and only voice, the voice of the people, the voice of our ancestors. Yeah, we are talking about the process to achieving Biafra. You know, this is a program coming to you every Friday, Biafra Discuss, where we deliberate on issues bordering around the Biafra agitation for freedom and for independence. Okay, today I would like it to be an interactive section where we can share our opinions. So I'll be reading more of your comments. But when you are commenting, because some people are used to just dropping comment without listening to the topic of discussion or what we are discussing about. Okay, so I will admonish you when you are listening, ensure you try as much as possible to speak or comment regarding bordering around the issues we are talking about. That's the topic of discussion. Okay, the lines to call when you want to call is this line up here. That is 081045455533. Then you add +234 if you're calling from outside Nigeria. All right, that is good. Having said that, don't forget our rules when you are calling, because I'm not going to be talking too much on this platform. I'm just going to be reading more of your commentaries and more of your reactions and taking your calls. Okay, because we need to, you know, address this issue, this very issue you are seeing right there on the screen. We have to choose between the two, war or political process. Which one do you think Biafran people should embark on, political or armed struggle for Biafra independence? That is the topical issue we are talking about today. So, are you choosing war, armed struggle, or are you choosing political process? Political process or armed struggle, we have to define it. We have to understand it properly before we jump into conclusion. And what I'll be saying here is my personal opinion, all right? It doesn't represent your own opinion. That is why we need to hear your voice. And let the best reasoning, you know, let us consider the best reasoning for our people, the best opinion that can give the Biafran people, when implemented, the much needed freedom they desire. Yes. Don't forget, if you're watching, ensure you click on the share button. I need your service to Biafran people to reach to the point where you can click on the share button and let other people know that we are live. Some of you are always fond of calling after the program has gone, after we have ended the program. Some people may say, we are not, we didn't inform them on time. This is a program that has been statutory. Every Friday by 6 p.m. this time to 7 p.m. the Biafran time, all right? So you make a date with us, and also we do on live broadcast Matters Are Rising on Tuesdays on the same time. So you check any of the days that you are available. You make use of the days which you have. Okay. Now we are talking about the freedom of the Biafran people. Which way are we going to get this freedom? All right, and but before I go further into it, I would like to also bring you the video that was that we got yesterday. I will publish it today, actually. The video of Ohafia people. Anyway, let me not bring it here and let me not distract you with that video. You can watch it. We have a full-blown video of that on our platform. We released it on our platform, what Ohafia people did regarding the issue of the menace by these marauders, the people who are carrying cattle up and down, destroying farmlands and killing people, kidnapping and raping women. Okay, what they did there was very wonderful, and they had to rise up to defend themselves. Now, when we are talking about the issue of the process for our freedom, I just have to mention this issue because at one point on this program, we are going to make reference to that very particular incident that happened at Ohofia. Good. So we'll be taking your commentaries anytime they come on board for us to get and share your opinion regarding this issue with respect to the Biafran struggle for freedom. All right. Let's begin with the content of what we have already told Meg. We don't understand your commentaries aren't wars political. Okay, aren't wars political. That's a quite straightforward issue. In fact, let me tell you, politics and war, they are two sides of the same coin. All right, and at some point they meet each other. All right, there is a high level of politicking when it comes to do with war. All right, but what we're talking about is armed struggle. Should the Biafran people pick up arms and go after for their freedom, or should they rely on the political process to achieve their freedom? This is one of the things we'll be talking about today. In fact, this is exactly what we'll be talking about today. We have to choose between the two. All right. Sometimes I literally don't get some of the commentaries, but I get you. Celestine, thank you very much for your commentaries. Mr. Ken Wagu, thank you also. God bless Biafra. Kalistu Sibe, you're praying that I should live long. You too, and every one of you watching here will live long. Please endeavor to share this video. We are just dabbling around to, bring in more people before we hit the gear. All right, good. We just want to use this few minutes to do some introductory and also give you the ample opportunity to share the video and bring in more people to join this thing so that we will all have this wonderful family deliberation. Okay, we are going to be talking about between war and political process, which one should we choose? And if you are not choosing any of the two, which one will best deliver the freedom of Biafran people? Biafrans, okay? I'll be going off just in a jiffy. I'm going to be going off for like 5 seconds, all right? And I'll be right back. Don't go away. Yeah, welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1 and we are still on the issue between the political or armed struggle for Biafra independence, which one should be best applied. And we'll be taking your commentaries or your calls. The number to call is this number right there on the top of corner of this screen, +234 8104 533. Now let us hit the gear. I believe some of you who are here, if this is your first time, please click on the subscription button, please. And also click on the notification bell so that anytime we are up and running, either we post a video or we are live, you get the notification at once. In bringing your people, don't forget that we are mobilizing for 1 million march. Very important, okay? Identify with this platform. Call 0810-420-7522 or 0806-098-2212. These are the numbers to call to join the 1 million march mobilization. All right, we are really behind schedule. Tomorrow we'll be entering August, and we are expected to start this march by August. The date is not yet fixed because there are steps that we need to take. Okay, let me quickly do some clarification on that and also an update. You know, this mobilization for 1 million march is basically to force or mandate the what do you call them, the Southeast governors or the South governors to sign into law the anti-open grazing bill. Yes, to sign into law the anti-open grazing bill. All right, so we're mobilizing for 1 million march for that purpose, and we've started on the sensitization. We are on the stage of the sensitization, which we have hit so well on the social media, taking it to radio station, and taking it to radio station, and we're now about to go down to the street. Now, the steps is from the sensitization to the mobilization, then the proper march itself. Good. Now, we needed 500 frontline volunteers who will mobilize 20 persons each on a minimum, so that these people they mobilize, we're looking at the minimum of 10,000 crusaders. We call them anti-open grazing crusaders. These are the people that will take this message to all the nooks and crannies of our homeland, beginning with their communities, by posting the flyers, sharing the flyers, posting the posters in all the strategic locations, so that everyone will be on the same page, will be on the know for what is about to happen. All right? So from that stage, we now have the structure put in place, or people already taking positions to mobilize their areas. You have to just identify yourself, because you might be the one that we are waiting for. So you try as much as possible to identify with these mobilizers and mobilize just a minimum of 20 persons within your locality. They don't need to do much. All they need to do is tell their location, we will wire the materials to them, the flyers, the posters, and other things. They will share it in their church, in the marketplace, in their offices, in their community. Share it, post it everywhere. That, and you've done your own bit. Okay? Then we're also partnering with the church, with the efforts of liable Development Foundation and the coalition they are putting together. So the church will be in front, because most of the victims of these Fulani herdsmen are all going to church. So they have to be in the front, and the rest of us, we will be there, we'll be part of it. Okay, so having said that, let us now go back to the topic of discussion today. We are talking about, we are going to choose between political struggle or arms struggle. Which one do we really have to go after to get our independence? No emotions attached, no sentiment, no propaganda. You look at it from the clarity and the credibility of your point. So that is what we are expecting you to be. Drop in the comments. Tell us, what do you think? Should we go for armed struggle, or should we go for the political process? Now, for you to have a better understanding about this, let us begin with the political struggle. Let us begin with the political struggle. Political struggle is not just about contesting and winning elections or playing Nigerian politics. I've said that time without number. That Biafran people, like, I am an advocate of political process, don't get that twisted, okay? But that doesn't mean that it's going to override your own submission tonight, all right? Good. Now, I have always said that the political process, or the independence agitation, is a political process. Then the politics of Biafra is needed, an ideologically driven politics that will guarantee or the pave way, because political offices in Nigeria will not necessarily declare Biafra. Not when a Biafran, for instance, if I become the governor of Anambra State, or a Biafran, hardcore Biafran, become a governor of the state, then you will automatically declare Biafra. No, it will not work that way. That is the truth. All right? But the activities of these governors and political class, if we, the Biafran people, or Biafran enthusiasts, or Biafran agitators, find our way into government houses, we'll be able to make laws, pave ways, do things, sabotage the process of Nigeria system that is working against our people towards our freedom. That is the only thing they can do. Okay, so I'm just revealing this because there is no other way I'm going to say it than to just, tell you the truth. And one thing about it is that they cannot even stop us if we decide to go through this process. So don't get worried about revealing the strategies or other. The main bulk of the template will not be made public. I can assure you that. Now, if the Biafran people have been able, or would be able, to penetrate the government of their home state, one good thing about this whole thing is that majority of Biafran people want freedom. They want independence. So 99% of our people, with the sentiment, with the agitation, with the frustration, with the anger and the energy, demanding for freedom, if it is channeled towards political struggle, trust me, only Biafran enthusiasts will be in government houses. And this nonsense we are witnessing in our homeland will not be there. Beginning with the Fulani herdsmen manage, all the governors of the Southeast have proven that they are colluding with these herders because of their failure, their inaction to stop the killing of our people. Even though Joseph Carlo came up the other time, I published the video where he's saying he's also an investor in cattle rally. So they have business interest, outside political interest. And they will do everything possible to sabotage the aspiration of their people. Because they are loyal slaves to the oppressors in the north. That is the truth. Okay? So how do we go about it? Because we have always been shouted, like I always say, do we need freedom before independence? If our people can reasonably have a level of freedom, political freedom to choose who can be their leaders, political leaders, who can go into office and fix things and bring down the Biafran ideology, the very ideology Nigeria is killing. Remember, I say every time that Nigeria is killing Nigerians. Yes. Because Nigeria kills your dream, kills your aspiration, destroys your innovative skills, undermines your development. Okay? Everything about Nigeria is skewed to oppress Nigerians, including Biafrans. And we are not the only ones in this mess. The Oduduwas and the Arewas, the ordinary people in Nigeria, they are all victims of Nigeria. But that's not anything happening. Our people cannot operate within this cycle. No wonder many of them have left the shores of this country, seeking for greener pastures, and wherever they go, they excel. Many of my people, you must understand that despite this whole hype going abroad, many of our people in diaspora are passing through hell. It is not easy to live there. And that is part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, what we're saying in essence is that if the Biafran people can channel their energy and flush out these idiots in power, it is possible. Don't say it is not possible, because some of you will say it is not possible. Okay? Good. Now, if we can, I know we can, if we say yes, let us get into this struggle with the weight and the energy and the population of our people that demands and desire freedom. These men will go into hiding. We flush them out of the system. We start putting in measures. Beginning with this, like I was saying earlier before I digressed, this headers issue. What is stopping the governors from signing the anti-open grazing bill into law? Would they say that it is Nigerian constitution that is stopping them from doing that? The answer is typical no. It has been done in Benue. Heaven had not fallen down. It was the governor that did that. It has been done in Ekiti State. Heaven did not fall down. Still in the same Nigeria with the same constitution. Okay, the Yoruba people have set up their regional security. Have heaven fall down? No. What is stopping your governors from doing so? Because they are loyal servants to their slave masters. So, and who are at the receiving end of this whole madness? The people, our people. Our people are the biggest losers. And we will have to be alive. We will have to survive to get our freedom. Dead people don't fight for freedom. If this trend continues, I must tell you, we may not have any land to call Biafra. Yes. Some of you in diaspora that is doing a very wonderful job, going to governments of the house, going to international community and do whatever you can to bring the plight of Biafra people to the fora of the whole world. You are doing wonderfully well. But what becomes of you? After you have effort and you have labored for the whole world to see the plight of Biafra people, and you come back home and there is nothing you can call your homeland, that the headers have taken over the entire place. What will be your stand? What will you say? So that is why we're saying that we need to start now. We are Biafrans living in Biafra land. We are only being oppressed and our land occupied by Nigerian state. So we need to start fighting this thing from within through political process. I've explained that. I must tell you who are those who being used to rig election, because that is the Nigerian system. Who are those being used to rig election? The ordinary people. The same people who wants freedom. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. So that is why we are sensitizing the people. Yes, they are using the instrumentality of poverty and hunger to destroy the mindset of our people, to make them to continue recycling themselves, this political class, in office. They will buy their vote, they will do this work, bring the election, column ballot process, and all the rest of them. But if the people are properly sensitized, properly oriented, and they have an ideological driven movement targeting political power, once you grab it, this whole thing ends. You start setting up an environment, conducive environment, to make our people to sit back home, so that our young boys will not be running away, some of them dying, Some of them cannot even come back to Nigeria because they don't have any papers to do so. Okay? So many of them are trekking through the desert to run away from this miserable land. But if we have the right government in place, the Biafran government in Biafran land, when I talk about the Biafran-driven government, the government of the Biafran ideology, setting up innovative ideas and conducive environment for education to strive, healthcare service delivery, housing, business, and the rest of them. You start seeing the innovation of our people gain access to the world. You start seeing the development. We will not be economically viable. That we can lock up the entire southeast, the entire Biafran land, not just southeast. The entire Biafran land will have an economic policy to integrate and develop the southeast and the south-south, or the Biafran land in general. When we are able to do that, let me tell you, if we sneeze, the entire Nigeria will begin to quake. Okay, so these are the part of the things they have held us bondage economically. We cannot do anything, we cannot breathe. But I tell you, whether they like it or not, our people can. I tell you, our people can effectively have an economic independence relatively, and we can start setting up our local vigilantes, integrating the just regional security, just like the Western people did. And they not have already done their own. They already have these our oppressors. They already have their own government running in the name of Hisba police and Sharia government. Then what is stopping your own governors from doing same? Let me tell you, we are crying that the Fulanization, Islamization is encroaching our homeland. What are they using to do so? They are using the instrumentality of political power. That is why they don't want to give up on it. But we don't care about what is happening in the North Mosque or in Nigeria or in Abuja. What we care about, let us begin from our homeland. Because the people, as in Ife, the thing that is killing us is right within us. So that is what we are saying on that aspect. Now, having deliberated on the issue of political process, now let me now touch on the armed struggle. When I brought in our brother Asari Dokubo here some time ago, he made a very, very, very significant statement. He said he believed that one gunshot is far better and more resounding than so many years of speaking grammar. For all you go and all this grammar and speaking here, and all the rest of them, we blow grammar and talk and talk and talk. One gunshot is far greater than it. And I think I believe him. Yes, that is the truth. That is the truth. Igbo will say, onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche, mana na-agba ka eche ndụ nche. Any person that his enemies are surrounded must be vigilant. But you cannot be vigilant with an empty hand. Vigilant for those who are carrying AK-47. You got that clearly. So, do we go through that process? Because we've already passed through that process once. Remember, we did not declare war on Nigeria. We only pulled out and said, since Nigeria is no longer accommodative to our people, since Nigeria is no longer safe for our people, since our people are being killed from all parts of Nigeria, come back home. When you come back home, you are safe. You are protected within this territory called Biafra. And they now brought war upon our people, the war of genocide, the war of attrition. We saw how it went. Our fathers fought. Our fathers fought like brave men. And that reminds me, I have to make this statement very clearly here before I proceed. And I'm talking to a lot of our young people here. I have to talk to our young people watching, and make sure you share this video. You know, this issue of always blaming our fathers, these are our current fathers now, or being cowards, or being this, or being that, because they say, please, let us take it easy, so that we don't bring another war. They have seen war. They fought through war. They knew what war was. War is not a film trick. Okay? War is not the kind of film trick or game you see on the social media or in the movies. No. War is war. And these men, they were brave enough. They were very brave enough to, so many of them going against their father's wish. So many of them disobeyed their parents and enrolled themselves into the Biafran army without the consent of their parents. Yes, and they fought. Many of them died, some of them survived, and some of them are now still alive with us, telling us, let us look at this thing from another perspective. so that you don't go through the same process we went through. And then the young people will start abusing them, will start raining down insults on them. I don't permit that. And you know, that is not the ideology of this platform. I totally abhor insults on our elders. Yes, my father, who is late of blessed memory, I disagree with him on many occasions, but I have never insulted him. I did so many things, or some things, against his own wish, because he's seeing it from his own perspective, but I'm seeing it from my own perspective. And it's not always they are right or wrong. It's not about who is right or wrong, but the ability not to. When you have a diverse opinion with your elder, it will resort to insult. It doesn't make sense. Now, these men who braved at their time, disrespecting or disagreeing with their parents and enrolling into the Biafran army, so that you and I will be alive today, still talking about Biafra. Okay, what is stopping these young people? Because they will say it is this old man that is blocking them, that is discouraging them, that is sabotaging them. Nobody is sabotaging the young people from taking up arms. If you want to take up arms, then go ahead and take up arms. But what I don't agree in respect to taking up arms, like I'm telling you, I am a propounder or I am a propagator of the political process, and I'm here in Biafra land, in the front line, pursuing it. Yes, pursuing it. Anything that other agenga, let me go to jail. Other Pumbabu, let me die. But let it be that I am pursuing this cause from the front. What I don't like or what I disagree is that somebody will be in diaspora, especially those of you in diaspora, instigating our people to pick up arms. Whereas you are safely somewhere just because you have access to internet that is mostly cheap or even free. Instigating our people down here. What I believe is, when you are advocating for war, I am not afraid of dying. If we say we should go to war, I'll be in front. I will carry arms. But you have to be by my side too. Every one of us must stand shoulder to shoulder to carry this arm and go and confront our enemies once and for all. That is why I like the Hofia people that took up arms and said, listen, this whole madness, this whole... They were not even waiting for the 1 million march to start. They're already on rampage. Let me see how these Marudas will be in their community. This is what I expect from every other person. So you don't need to wait for anybody or stay one place and instigating people. Come down and be in the front. That is all I say. So that when we start shooting, when we start going into, if I fall, you continue with the struggle. If you fall, we continue with the struggle until the freedom is secured. That is what I have been saying so far, and some people are calling me saboteur, but that doesn't matter. But we are looking at things from the realistic aspect of it, and not from the sentimental aspect of it or emotional aspect of it. Okay? So now I have been able to explain these things on the way I see it. That is my own personal opinion. I'll be going to your commentaries. I'll be reading out the commentaries, reacting on them. You can call 08104545533. You can call 081045455. Sorry, 08104545533. You can call that line, the line you see up there, to make your submission. Now, having said all this, if you think that these two cannot guarantee what we want, then what is the next process? All right. So all of this is what we're going to be talking about in the next 28 minutes we have. You can take your calls, you can interact on this, I can read your comments, and we take it from there. All right. So between war and political process, which way Biafran people? Which way should the Biafran people take? Which process is most viable to deliver the freedom they earnestly desire? Don't forget that this program is the program we bring to you, the Biafran Discourse. Yes, the Biafran Discourse coming to you every Friday is a live interactive section for us to now talk about the issues bordering around Biafra. And today we are looking into choosing between the two, war or political process. Either we choose war or we choose political process. All right, good. So you can call to make your commentaries and make your submission, or let me just quickly go straight to the comments we already have here. We have so many comments right here already. So let's quickly take them. I think we're having a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening. You're welcome to the program. This is BVI Channel. Your name and where you're calling from. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon. Good evening. My name is Abraham Mane. I'm calling from HB.
Okay, go ahead with your submission.
I want to give my own donation because I was listening to this BVI last time now. So he was giving his own opinion about Nigeria and Biafra. So he was talking about most of us in the expert. You say that if Nigeria should go to war or Biafra should go to war, maybe those in the diaspora will be asking for work, but they don't want to come back home. I must tell you, me as a person, if Nigeria should go to war, now I will be the first person to take the next step. Because if you know me very well, I do say to most of my friends in this place that I'm tired of being in Nigeria. You know why? Because I've been in this country. I traveled all the way from Nigeria down to Europe. I didn't come with flight. I came all the way through Mediterranean Sea. That was the year 2016. I entered this country 2016 and I went out and I left the government house in this country 2016, January 24, after I got my first negative. You can hear me? After I got my first negative. And I've been working in this country. They say that they don't have, they say that slavery no longer exists. But I must tell you that as a Nigeria, just the name that I bear as a Nigeria is a problem to me in this country. I work as a security man in this country for the past 3 years now without having my document because of just that I'm in Nigeria. I do work with the company that I work here. We are two blacks that work in this company. One is Senegal and me also I'm in Nigeria. Would you believe that me as a Nigeria, I have the highest problem in this company every day, not because of I'm not doing my job very well, just because of I'm in Nigeria. Just because of I'm in Nigeria. We pass through these things every day and it's very, very painful. Very, very painful. So why would I be there in Nigeria? I think that brings me pain every day. Why?
So what is the way forward? I think we've
my own opinion is that Nigeria should go to war. That is the best option. Because of why in Africa we are very terrorant. If you ask your child to go and give you water, your child refuses to give you water. You plug it for him for you to give him he or she his own correction. So that next time you send him message, you need to do what you ask him.
All right. Okay, that is very nice. You've made your points, and thank you for your call. Let us take another caller. Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Kenegri Chukwu from Anambra State, but I'm living in Plateau.
You are living where?
I'm living in Plateau.
Brazil. Go ahead with your submission.
Honestly, I like your channel and I follow you on YouTube honestly every time.
Thank you.
My brother, I like what you are doing, but only that I don't want to war in Nigeria, but only that the Fulani people are using part carry the war to come to our house one by one. What you are going to do, if a person carry war come to you, are you going to run as a man? You understand?
Yeah.
You can't run in your house because of somebody carrying war come to your house. What you are going to do is to get ready to whatever, because we like this Biafra. Biafra is our nation. I mean, I feel the man, only that we will never have it in this side, but I'm a full member of IPOB, whatever that is going in IPOB, I'm full support of it. I'm supporting the financial, whatever. So I choose, let us do this Biafra in peace, not in war.
So
but if they say that you can never go to our country, Even if they want to war, we are ready.
How ready are the Biafran people to go to war? In the realistic aspect of it, how ready are the Biafran people?
Huh?
How ready are the Biafran people to go to war?
No. I'm not advising them to go to war because the war is not good. You know, when you are fighting war, the person that carry the war come to you will lose. You myself, when they carry war come to you, you will lose.
All right. So
and everything will be scattered.
So tell us, what is your own opinion? What is the way forward? Since you say we should not go to war, should we take the political process, or is there any other strategy that, because it seems that the Biafran people are caught in this web?
Let us do it. If it is a political way, we will go to war. I will not want any war in this situation, because all of us are human beings, and all of us are Christians. You know, any Christian will tell you that he will lead the war.
No,
unless Muslims.
I don't think so. I don't think that is true. I don't think that is a misconception. Even the Bible says that the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and only the Bible will get it by force. It is written in the Bible, and not the one that wrote it. So I don't. That's a misconception. All right, but we've taken your point already. Thank you so much for calling. God bless you. We are still on the live broadcast. If you don't mind, the commentaries are coming, the calls are coming in, and we'll be taking them one after the other. You see, the two last callers have called, and they expressed their opinion, which is fantastic. Honestly speaking, nobody is happy. In fact, being a Nigerian seems to be like a curse. Only those in the diaspora understand what I'm saying. Yes, being a Nigerian, carrying that green passport. In fact, immediately you tender it, bam, on the airport, you will go a suspect. Hello? Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. You're welcome to the program.
Hello.
We can hear you. The world can hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Am I allowed to talk?
That is why we are here. Go on. You have the floor. Your name and where you're calling from. Oh, no. I already know who is calling.
Well, I didn't start, when you started. But from what I can gather from the topic, it's a war or politics. We're already at war, are we not?
Yeah, definitely.
We fought 67 to 70.
Mm-hmm.
And now you cannot say that we are not at war. Even yourself as a partaker in the war,
mm-hmm,
trying to actualize Biafra. So it's a war. The difference is that we ourselves have not carried arms, but the other people are carrying arms. But you and others are using Okwonu, that is, talking. So, more as I have witnessed real war, it's not a beautiful thing. So the way we are doing it so far, so good. And I believe that by God's grace, we shall be acquitted of that, pressing effort we are doing to get a Biafra. Because when you look at Nigeria, you and I know that Nigeria is, okay, the last speaker, you can hear his testimony.
Yeah.
Because it's Nigerian. And nobody gives him any inkling of a human being. We are humans. We Igbos are humans. We Biafrans are humans. So they should let us go peacefully. When they wouldn't allow us to go peacefully, then whatever we can do, we have to do. That's my contribution now.
All right. So you are opting for the political process, isn't it? Or is there any other process you want us to?
Well, I don't want to say political. Politics is about governance. Politics is about governance. If you are talking of a diplomacy, then we can understand that. Politics is not the same thing as a diplomacy or struggle, verbal struggle to reach your end. It's not about governance. Governance is when you now have a nation
Then you have ideas of what you can do and what you have to do. Then you derive policies to help you achieve, an objective. So it's not politics. Politics, do you want me to go and enter these buffoon political parties you have in Nigeria? I can't, of course. I was privy to the origination of ABGA with Chekwaso Korea because he was the prime mover before he was edged out. And at some point I said, no, this is not for me. Let me go and do my research and development. So politics is not the proper word. What we are doing, if you are using this as a politics, then we are already in politics. But politics is about governance. So, and governance is about the empowerment of the people.
Prof, sir,
when you are struggling with people who don't want you to even assert yourself, who don't recognize you as an equal citizen, who wants you to be a slave to them, then that cannot be politics.
Prof,
I hope I'm understood.
Of course, but I needed to ask a few questions to you for more clarity.
Okay?
You are being listened to. Can you hear me?
I hope I'm okay.
Yes, you are coming out very well, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? I think we have to let that go. That is Professor Okoye, reaching us from all the way from UK. Yeah, that's a very wonderful submission he had made there. Okay? A very wonderful submission. We're already at war. I kept saying that since 1970, the battlefield was shifted from the use of ammunition, bombs, and the rockets and the rest of them against our people. They shifted the war on our people through economic policy. The very first thing they targeted was to make every one of us poor. That is economic war. They have also brought what I call social war. Yes, on our people. Making our people not even the least class of the citizen. In fact, we are worth less than their cows. That is it. And you have heard them say that in some of the commentaries at the National Assembly and the rest of them. So we worth less than their cows. We are not even considered as humans. All right? Good. So this is a social and psychological war against our people. Are we not talking about religious war, which we are all seeing that they are trying to make sure they call it Islamization of Nigeria and all the rest of them? It is encroaching. There is one thing that I'm trying to let you know now. Now, there are Christians who go to the north, where they are predominantly Muslims, they have their churches and the rest of them. That is quite different. But when someone sees you as an infidel that must be taken down because you didn't believe in his or her faith, then that is what I call Islamization. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Chukode. I'm calling from Lagos.
Chukode, calling from Lagos. Go ahead with your submission. You know the topic we are discussing. Fire
You said what? Yeah, I just saw the post. So I really don't know the topic for today.
We are talking about between war and political process. Which way should the Biafran people take to achieve freedom?
Okay. I just got the topic now. I just got the topic. Well, I'll call back. Let me
keep listening,
the program myself.
Keep listening. I always admonish you to always listen first before you call, so that you don't just jump in the middle of the discussion. Okay, let us go back to the commentaries we have here. Very important. And as I'm reading the commentaries, I'm also giving your shout out, and calling you out to appreciate you coming on this program. We have Ken, we have Ken Nwago. We have Celeste, Callisto Sibe. I've already read your commentaries. And we have Amy Fidelis. Amy Fidelis made a very important commentary, but let us quickly take this call. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead. The caller on the phone. The caller through WhatsApp, rather. Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Boss. I'm calling from Netherlands.
You are calling from where?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. What I think Nigeria go your way there because it's already war. They already killing people.
Your line is cracking up. Honestly, your line is cracking up. Sorry about that. Well, hello, can you still hear us? Can you hear me? The line is bad. The line is bad. The line is bad. We might have to let you go. We might have to let you have to call back. All right. Let us go back to the commentaries before the call came in. We have Amy Fidis, rather. He said political process works in civilized society, not in a country like Nigeria. That's a very vital comment there. But let us take this call. Hello.
Your line is cracking.
Hello. Can you tune down the volume of where you are listening from? Because I can hear myself coming up from your end.
Line is back.
Please, I always say when you are calling, mute your listening device so that we don't mess up with the program. So Amy Fidi said political process work in a civilized society, not in a country like Nigeria. I must tell you that when you say political process may not work in Nigeria, that means you are opting for war. You mean that is the one that will work. Okay, and let me refer you to what is happening currently in the Northeast, where they want to establish their caliphate or their Islamic state. And they are using Boko Haram to ravage everywhere. Up to today, they are still fighting. They are still killing themselves. All right, killing and decimating their area. We fought. And the truth of the matter is that there is politics in war. Yes, you still play politics in war. So you cannot exonerate political process. That is all I can tell you. All right? Even if you are, we say that Nigeria cannot work politically and you cannot use political process, then we have to take up arms. Then how are we ready to take up the arms? Do we have the resources to do the fighting? That is the truth of the matter that we have to face. And how many of our people are ready? Especially those who have invested heavily outside Biafran land. Do you think they are going to support you? We talk about sabotage. That is the time you see the ancestors of sabotage. When somebody looked at all the investment and everything he has worked for in life, in Lagos, in the north, in Abuja, and the rest of them, and he say he wants to join, he will sabotage it. But the truth of the matter is that if Biafra come through an alternative means, and we are able to secure our freedom and independence, all our people will still have their properties, just like you are having a property in a foreign land. Many of our people have property in America, US, Dubai, Ghana, South Africa, and the rest of them. So it will be the same thing. But when you say war, they can declare it enemy property and confiscate it. We had it in the past when they say abandoned property. Okay? Although that one is a different ball game. We are going to still talk about that on a later date. So, do we have the wherewithal to go into the political, the war or armed struggle? Do we have what it takes to go into armed struggle? That is the case. All right, that is the case. So Thank you, Amy Fidis, for that commentary. If I need Onyenwenu said, "Good, God is good in the spirit. Biafra is in the map. I saw it and it's coming. No war for now." All right, you see that? He's saying that God is going to bring it. Not political process, not war. God is going to deliver Biafra in our hands. I pray so. But I tell you, God will not come down from heaven to give you freedom. You have to fight for it. You have to take it. All right? Having said that, let us move over to the next commentaries. We have some of the names here are uncallable, but I appreciate you. God bless Biafra. Basil Onyenwa. Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you for your commentaries. Email, I don't know what some of the names that are here, they are really funny. Okay, let us take another caller. Okay, I think we missed that call. You can call back. We have Goglive. Right? For the alpha there, because these people Biafran people, or just because the names are really, really funny. But that is by the way. He said both war and political process is vital in achieving freedom. But in my opinion, political process with internal protective strategy is the best at this moment. That is coming from Goglive. You know yourself. He said both war and political process is vital in achieving freedom. But in my opinion, political process with internal protective strategies is the best at this moment. I think I agree with him. Then Goosey Python say, "Oh, here Biafra." He came back again to make another comment. That's Googly. Say, if we must go to war, then we can't go unprepared. That is a very important and factual statement. If we must go to war, we must not go unprepared. Let me hang it on there and take this call. Hello? The caller on phone, your name and where you're calling from. Please, when you are calling, tune off your listening device so that we can hear you. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello.
Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Biafra. I'm calling from Netherlands.
All right, go ahead with your submission. You have less than a minute.
As we were saying, I said, how do you say about the Nigeria divide? Biafra going own way, then Ogudu was going own way. So if we resort to war, we can fight the war to decide, because Nigeria is not good anymore. There is a war in Nigeria right now. They are killing people. They are killing people in Nigeria right now. So it's good for Nigeria to decide.
All right. Okay. That is a very fantastic commentary. I think your submission is on point. So you say we can go to war. All right. Thank you very much. That is a very vital information. There is war already in Nigeria, and that is the truth. You saw the video I posted today where they attacked the governor of Borno State. Shooting right on live camera. War, we are already at war. It is coming down to our doorstep. All right? Our people can no longer go to farm. What will you call that? Is it not war? Thank God for Hoffa people that stood up to start fighting from their own end. I just believe that as we are dropping this information, our people will be sensitized. Our people will overcome their fear and do the needful. Remember what you that must say. In fact, if you have not watched that video that I published, I've already published 2 videos today. Go back and watch it after this program and share it widely. That is why we ask you to share this video. Not that you are doing me any favor, but you are helping in propagating this message and let it hit every corner. Every corner. All right? It's very important. Extremely very important. Now let us go back to that comment. Very important statement made by Goglive. He said, if we must go to war, then we can't go unprepared. War is not the best option because it has a lot of injuries. It would sustain in our heart at the end. Losing loved ones, we also are fighting for. So he said that we will lose the loved ones we are fighting for. So it is not the best option. That is the truth. But if it becomes the only option, then we go in for it. That is the truth also. Okay? If it becomes the only available option, then you cannot just fold your arms. All right. So this is the reason why we are making this commentary, so that we balance these things and let the Biafran agitators, especially those ones in the front line, now start pitching their strategies, re-strategizing, because many of them are watching. All the group leaders in Biafra struggle, they are watching this platform. They follow it keenly. So whatever you say, if you are saying it to their hearing, many of you cannot reach your leaders. But here you have the ample opportunity to address them. Many of you cannot even speak to your political class because they all listening to this platform. This is a rallying point where the people meet their leaders. And that is why we are here. That is the job we are doing. And we are dedicated to it. To give you a voice in the issues that affects you. Okay? So, thank you, Google, for that, your wonderful comment. And it is still coming. You continue to say. So, let us strategize. And also keep secret. Unify ourselves. This guy, I don't know whom you are, but your commentaries really are on point. He said, if we must fight, so let us strategize for it. You have to strategize. You don't just go into war. Now, yes, war is not a child's play. If we must go to war, let us strategize and also keep secrets. Very important. Or even in the social media, everything you bring it on the media. No, it doesn't work that way. You don't start and strategize for war on the media. You don't do that. All right? We will keep secret and unify ourselves. This is time for unity. This is not time to start pitching tent against each other. I see that madness all over the Biafran agitation. Each group trying to outdo the other. It doesn't make sense. I abhor it. I am advocate of unity. It doesn't matter where you belong to. Whether you are IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu or you are IPOB led by the Supreme Council of Elders, which Emeka Emekesiri is the leader, or you are the leader of Mason, stroke beam under Wazirike, or you are part of or in the leadership structure of BIM, Biafra National BNC, which is led by our able brother Asani Dokubo, or you are even in the Lower Niger Congress, which the Secretary General is Tony Nadi. It doesn't matter where you belong to. There are so many other groups out there, but I just mentioned these few. It is time to unify. It is not a must that you must collapse under one platform, but let there be kind of understanding, because we all need each other at one point or the other. This is not an Olympic game where some people want to win gold medals and have honors. Let us first of all get our freedom. All right? This is not time to call one person a saboteur because he has the diverse opinion, or plan to kill another person because he has a different opinion. This is time to unify. Thank you, Google, for that your wonderful statement. I appreciate you. You are truly a Biafran. But my problem with many of you is that you have strange names, which is very difficult for me to call. Permit me if I miscall your names or whatever you represent in that your accounts here. It's quite funny. Okay, so oh hey Biafra, we love you, motherland, the land of the rising sun. We envisage you soonest. We leave you every day. We salute and remember our fallen heroes. Their effort will not go to ruin. That is from the same guy, Google. Thank you so much for all your wonderful commentaries today. I must tell you, we appreciate it. All right. Somebody saying, Gusi Python. I'll say, I don't understand what you are saying. Okay. And he later said, okay, nice opinion. I think he just jumped in and made a comment. Always sit down, digest the information before start making comment. Thank you for that, your compliment. I appreciate you. We have Kalistu Sibe Chinedu. I pray that God Almighty will continue to guard you and your family. You are a fearless lion. Go on and expose those evil people like Ojo Zokano. My dear, I am not doing my work. I am doing the work of He that sent me. And I am not, if I'm to choose, I am not be doing this. Yeah? But the spirit of our ancestors have pushed me into this spot, and I'm just here like an instrument, a voice to our people. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me quickly take this call before we wrap it up because we are almost closing. Hello, the caller from the WhatsApp. Your name and where you're calling from. Your name and where you're calling from. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, Shinedu, my name is Godwin. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. I can hear you and the world can hear you too.
Yeah, I am calling from United States.
Go ahead, Godwin.
Okay. So my question is this. My question is Ethiopia. Like Ethiopia and Eritrea, they were together before. Those people, they divided. They find their level. And of course, you know, the northern part of Africa too, they were a part of the France. The court from Africa was together before them. So these people, they were not fighting. We should not be talking about war now. We're going to get it. We'll get it. We'll get Biafra out. I am from Isoko. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to get Biafra. That is direct. So yesterday I was listening to some people from I think what they call them is it Ichekiri side. So the truth is that if anybody, if we are talking about Biafra and Oduduwa, we should focus attention on our own. You understand? So nobody should be insulting the Oduduwa or insulting Biafra. Let's fight because we have common enemy. If people have common enemy, fight your fight. Let the Oduduwa fight their fight. Nobody should be insulting Yoruba people or Yoruba insulting Igbo or Niger Delta. Let us mind our business because God is going to do it for us. But God cannot come from heaven as they are carrying the fight. Everybody, as they are carrying the fight now, all of us should be serious. Let Nnamdi carry on, and yourself, God will bless you. I'm watching you every time for the United States. What you are doing, God will bless you.
Thank you.
Then I saw what you said last 2 weeks or so, that some people are trying to kill you. Nobody will kill you. If people are planning to kill you, we are joking. We will not remain slave forever. You understand? We are going to remain slave under this pillar forever. Nobody, because you cannot be praying to God and the same time committing crime, planning to kill someone. God does not answer prayer of someone that is planning evil. All of us should be up and doing, love one another, be focused like Isoko, Urobo, Ishekri, Ijo, and Kwale. We are one, all of us. Just exactly what Nnamdi is saying, that we all, the same rapper, the men dress, all of us, the same walking stick, the same cap. These people divided us. We have to wake up from our slumber. We need to have some sense. People should not be bringing other people down. Some people are waking up from one side, saying Nnamdi cannot be leader. He's telling you that, Nnamdi is telling you that he doesn't want to rule. I said, let us get this thing. Nobody should be fighting him because he's there. He wants to become the leader. Forget about the leader. Forget about the leader. Okay, as you are now. Right?
Okay, begin to round up because we don't have time again. Begin to round up, please.
Okay, sorry. If I'm fighting the same cause with you, I don't need to be challenging you.
Exactly.
I don't need to challenge your action. It's only to listen to you and add to your point so that we can move forward. God bless you, brother.
Thank you so much for that commentary. Thank you so much. I think the summary of what he said is the importance of unity, and we have emphasized it. We can no longer overemphasize it. Thank you very much. I'm going to take just a few commentaries from here, and then I'll wrap it up for today. That call might be the last call I'll be taking. Somebody said here, Akumiri Excellence. He said, Chinedu, can you tell me how come number 4 in election in Imo State became number 1? I'm going to end there because we don't take garbage in terms of commentaries. I think this first part of your comments is very important and valid. Yes, how come number 4 became the governor of Imo State? That is what you call the impunity of the Nigerian politics. But what Chinedu is advocating is the politics of Biafra. Every one of them that contested in that election in Imo State is playing the politics of Nigeria. They are all the same. They are all the same. And the truth of the matter is that Biafra people in general, we are not part of that election. So it is not a yardstick to even make a reference. The Biafra people boycotted the election. Many of the Biafran activists or Biafran enthusiasts, we are not part of the election. If the Biafran people were part of that election and they have a candidate, let's even say that they have chose the candidate or supported that of Emeki Hedioha, for instance. If the Biafran people say, okay, you are our candidate, okay, you are the one that we look upon to do some of the things that will benefit the Biafran people. If the Biafran people came out en masse as they were supposed to and be part of that election, even if they added all the results, cumulative results of all the people that voted in Imo State, and dash it to that man, the Supreme Court governor, dash it to him and gave him all the votes, because all the votes cumulatively is not even up to 850,000 persons. The number of Biafrans in Imo State alone, valid Biafrans, those people who are up to the age of voting, is more than 5 million persons. Where are you? If you were part of that election, tell me who will upturn that kind of vote. Tell me. And those who worked for these politicians, are they not Biafran people? Those who rigged the election, are they not Biafran people? Okay, let us start taking they are part of the problem. Those who are sabotaging our struggle, where are the rest? So that is not a yardstick at all. When I see people making that reference, I see the level of ignorance that people have not even understood what the difference between the politics of Biafra and that of Nigerian politics. Okay, so I'm not going to be here to divulge our template. That template is classic and classified. We cannot reveal it no matter how well people try to push us. Until the Biafra people are ready, I tell you, we will overrun this land like this. Once the Biafra people say, okay, let us give it a try, beginning with Anambra State next year, you will see it by yourself. There is no two ways about it. I think I have answered that question, and that will be, let me quickly run through the commentaries there. Permit me to watch up coronavirus. Good. Now, Deshambe say, oh my God, I was called a Biafran baby in 1970s. I looked up on the YouTube years later because I remember how they were starving the children in 1970, but don't know why. Oh, thank you. Let us quickly go to other important commentaries. Godi Okoye said, Chinedu, can I speak? You already have the floor, but you didn't make use of it. You have the floor, you can make your comments, we read it out, or you can call. That is how we do it here. We are here to give you a voice. Let us quickly go down to valid comments. And some people are already qualified to be blocked. We are blocking people on this platform. When you come on this platform and you don't follow simple guidelines and rules, Biafra will not be a place where people will just wake up and be behaving anyhow. We don't tolerate it on this platform. No matter whom you are, we set out rules. If you are not good with it, kick the door. We are not here for sentiment. If we say maintain the guidelines, if we say when you are calling, tune down the radio set or your listening device so that you don't interrupt, just do that. If we say when you call or drop comment within the topic of discussion, you do that. When we say we don't accept any form of abuse or use of foul language, you adhere to that. If you're not ready to abide, just use the door. We want sane Biafra community. We are not bringing up a bunch of lunatics. And I believe my people are wiser. So I've said that and I will not repeat myself. If you don't like this platform, please, we appreciate your coming. You can use the door. But we are here to bring in the people whom their aspiration for freedom cannot be stopped. And it will be done in a sane environment. We cannot just be blabbing and talking about Nigeria and we are still exhibiting the culture of Nigeria. That is not possible. We cannot accept that. Okay, so I think I've said that, and that will be the last notification on that issue. Let's see if we have other valid commentaries. He said Harrison made this statement. He said, "Brother Chinedu, I am from Delta State. Being a Nigerian is a big crime to the entire world. My suggestion is that if a political process didn't work for achieving Biafra as our freedom as Biafra, I think it is war." Thank you very much, Harrison, for that your commentary. He also went further to say war is better, is better option because the enemy fighting us are using guns and other weapons. We too should carry guns. Thank you very much for that your commentary. Chiki Okeke said politics. He said politics is better. SS Music say all hey Biafra solutions. We appreciate your commentaries, and Solution said the only comment that I observed that shows great depth is if we must fight, you must be prepared and keep secret. Thank you so much, every one of you, for being part of this program. We have overstretched our time. We appreciate you for watching this far. Please keep subscribing. If you have not subscribed, keep sharing so that more people can see and listen to it. Don't forget that this program will drop on our YouTube channel. You can rewatch it. You can share it with your families and friends. Let the discussion continue on the comment section. I still remain switching and Peter saying, may God bless you and may God bless the people of Biafran people all over the world. Stay safe. Goodbye.